Hello everybody, Kemo Sabi here, coming at you with another video. This one's off of a investmentwatchblog webpage and read it by Vicki. So here we have it, published on May 8th. Monsanto-Bayer merger to destroy medical marijuana industry. Natural news. There are many reasons to be concerned about the Bayer-Monsanto merger, one of the most dangerous business deals in history. While the notion of these two gigantic corporations conjoining has been highly contested, the duo finally managed to sell off enough assets to garner antitrust approval. In a move that may soon rock the world, and not in a good way, the Department of Justice has approved the dreaded merger of Bayer and Monsanto. Not only will the two behemoth companies come together to form the largest seed and pesticide company in the world, there are increasing worries about the merger and what it will mean for the medical marijuana industry. So, writing for Waking Times, Philip Snyder notes that their merger will spell big trouble for farmers in the form of less competition and a decrease in leverage for farm owners. Moreover, this ghastly union could be unsavory beginning of a total corporate takeover of the medical marijuana industry via the patenting of GMO seeds. Bayer-Monsanto merger could destroy budding cannabis industry. As sources explain, Scott's Miracle-Gro and Monsanto have a business partnership that delves deep into the cannabis industry. Scott's has been particularly interested in expanding into the pot industry into states where the medical plant has been legalized, and the company's CEO, Jim Hagedorn, has made his interest in taking over the cannabis trade widely known. In the past, Hagedorn has said that he'd be willing to spend $500 million to gain control of the medical marijuana industry. Many companies within the cannabis trade who make light fixtures, hydroponic setups, and other essentials for growing has reported that Scotts or Hawthorne, a front company for Scotts, has tried to buy them out. If and when the Monsanto-Bayer conglomerate manages to patent cannabis seeds, it will crush the growing cannabis industry as we know it, as Schneider explains. This new mega company could effectively use the power to force growers into licensing their output and growing only the strains which Monsanto/Bayer wants to produce, regardless of any negative side effects. Ultimately, this is far too much power to grant to one multinational corporation. Unfortunately for us, the merger recently gained approval, even in spite of the glaring issues with allowing two massive companies to form one giant corporate leviathan. Bayer and Monsanto, two evils become one. Both Bayer and Monsanto have a sordid past, rife with chemical weaponry. Countless lives are on their hands, and yet these companies continue to flourish and are now shacking up together, likely to do more evil than they ever could alone. As Mike Adams, Natural News founder and director of CWC Labs, recalls, Monsanto is the company which created Agent Orange, which harmed millions of U.S. soldiers and Vietnamese during the Vietnam War. The Health Ranger explains further that Bayer is a company that manufactured and sold the chemicals that were used to kill Jews in the Nazi Germany. Bayer, along with the BASF and Hochhuth, originally merged as IG Farben and contributed heavily to the Adolf Hitler. In return, Hitler relied on the chemical manufacturers to create Zyklon B, a chemical weapon used in Auschwitz and other concentration camps to exterminate the Jews who were too old, too small, or too weak to work. As Adams contended, Monsanto and Bayer clearly deserve each other, but that doesn't mean the rest of the world should have to live with them. While nothing is written in stone yet, it is hard to ignore the threat posed by the unification of these two malevolent companies. Stay up to date on the latest atrocities from Monsanto at a Monsanto News webpage. So, there you have it, everybody. Kind of scary. Monsanto and Bayer obviously just want you to control the industry and make it so you can't really grow your own strains or your own medicine. Yeah, and that the corporations are so huge that they have so much billions of dollars that it would be really hard for the average people to attack the company with like a class action lawsuit or blah blah blah, depending on whatever. But anyway, so interesting stuff, everybody. Kemo Sabi out. We'll see you in the next one.